Life's gonna suck when you grow up, when you grow up, when you grow up. Life's gonna suck when you grow up. It sucks pretty bad right now.
Everybody, welcome back to You're Doomed, the interactive column from the website of Doom, where you interact with us by asking us questions. Well, this week I have kind of a long question. It's about Dragon Con. Very fitting, considering the con starts next week. So rather than a bunch of preamble this time, let's just get right into it. I couldn't answer this one entirely by myself, so I had to employ the expertise of a friend of mine and a member of the Doomed family, who is also an experienced con goer, more experienced than myself, and that's the one and only Aaron Poole. So here we go. Here's me and Aaron answering a question just for you. Okay, so Aaron, for this You're Doomed, I have a letter from our friend Maggie, who asks a couple of questions. Her letter states, I just finalized arrangements to get to Dragon Con. The first question would be, do you have any advice for a first-time con goer?
Yes.
Okay, what is it?
She didn't ask any further questions.
You're very right. Okay, yes. Okay, moving on. No,
I do have advice. You can find me at Twitter.
Oh, this is supposed to be a helpful thing, so give me your advice.
Okay, well, general advice, I would say bring good shoes, especially for girls.
Yeah.
Because I know girls like different types of shoes and stuff, but you will be on your feet an awful lot of the day and you'll be walking an awful lot.
Yes.
So, I know you may not feel, that glamorous in a pair of sneakers, but do it. Or runners for our British friends.
Yeah.
That's a big thing. Also, bring a bag, like a handbag, because I know that's not necessarily advice for a guy, but a guy isn't asking me. So, bring a handbag that you can fit like a water bottle in, that you can fit your camera in.
Definitely.
And that you can fit maybe a bar of chocolate or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I carry a backpack.
Yeah, and you don't want something big and bulky because there's a big crowd. You'd be bumping into people. If your bag breaks off part of somebody's costume, they will not be happy. So make sure that it's something that is convenient, but at the same time something that you can carry those essentials in, because you'll need something to drink and you'll want your camera with you at all times because there's lots of cool things to see.
The last thing I would say for that as well is, be prepared to not go to everything you want to go to. This con is massive. Things are going to be scheduled across from each other. But also know, one thing about Dragon Con is anytime you turn around, there's something cool going on somewhere else. So just keep your plans kind of loose, and you'll have adventures you didn't plan on, but you'll also have a lot of fun that way as well.
But I would advise, when the schedule is released, it comes out in a kind of like a Word document sort of format where you have your columns and you have your time schedule. Print it out, get a highlighter, and mark the things that you really want to see, things that would be fun, and prioritize.
Right, and remember that a lot of the people that are doing the big panels, a lot of these people also have smaller panels as well, that you might have a better chance of seeing something a little bit more intimate.
Yeah, and remember, like, if you want to see William Shatner, there are 40,000 other people at the convention who also wants to see William Shatner. Be prepared to queue if you really, really, really want to see it, and if you really want to give up that much of your time in the day. Because if you really want to be down the front, you're going to have to queue an hour or so beforehand.
An hour? For something like Shatner, you're going to have to queue hours and hours beforehand.
Well, sometimes they don't let you. Sometimes you're just going to have, because I know sometimes they're strict about what queue you can get into, or how long you can wait for something. So I know sometimes they might tell you come back at a certain time.
So I've learned something as well. I didn't know that. So the second would be, what are the essentials I should pack?
Oh, well, I half answered this already. I'm such a genius.
Yes, you are. Well, be aware that Atlanta, I mean, they don't jokingly and annoyingly refer to it as Hotlanta for nothing. It is Atlanta basically sits just left of hell, and it's hot.
It is, and it's sweaty. If you walk a block outside, you are dripping in sweat because it's quite dense air. Yeah. There's no airflow outside, so
light clothing. Just bring light clothing, unless you want to be a costumer, or if you want to be someone in costume, then you're prepared for that already. But if you're not planning on being in costume, just bring stuff that breathes, because you'll want it.
Yeah, and to be honest, bring things like extra pairs of socks, because you might want to change them halfway through the day. Obviously, like I said before, a camera is a vital thing to bring along.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to bring along along something like an autograph book. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? If you will bump into cool people as you walk around. You'll bump into celebrities, and they're quite approachable. Dragon Con is very different to other conventions like Comic Con, whereas there's a red rope and you can't cross it. To get to their panels, the celebrities have to walk through the crowd. So you might catch one and say, "Hey, could you sign this for me?" And you'll be surprised how many cool autographs you'll get doing that. Oh, you know what? This may go without saying, but bring your phone. Changes to the Dragon Con schedule happen. It's good to be attached to Twitter or to be attached to the Dragon Con website to be updated on the changes to the convention weekend, because if you can follow those feeds, they can be important, especially with the, like I said before, the tight schedule for seeing all the things you want to see.
Because another thing about Dragon Con is there are places around that you can get information, but it's not bad to have in your pocket. So this one we kind of answered, but I think we can make this one a little bit more all-encompassing than what the actual question is. And that's, how should I plan my time? Because we did mention already, of course, how should you plan your time, and that's fully but loosely. I would say also give yourself enough time to people watch.
Yeah, give yourself the first day just to figure out what the hell is going on. Because if you haven't been at Dragon Con before, wow.
Yeah.
I've spent many hour just sitting in a lobby or being on the balcony of one of the lobbies and just watching people go by, because it's half the fun.
Yeah, there's, I think it's the Hilton that has like one promenade that people just go, even if they're not part of the con, they'll go to this one area just to get their photo taken. They get all decked out, but they don't even buy an admission to the con because it's a common area and all they really want is the attention. And so you will see things there that are just absolutely crazy.
Also as well is that if you want to get any art from comic book artists, the best thing to do is get there Friday, get there the first day. A lot of the artists will fill up on commissions very early and will not return the following couple of days. So if you want to get one of the cool guys like Jim Steranko to draw something for you, get there early. It's really tough to get them on Saturday or Sunday.
Also, I would say remember, if you're planning your time, remember that Fred normally has a panel. Need Coffee usually have panels. These are our friends. You definitely want to go to those. And Aaron will always be at the Fred panel. So keep an eye out for people that might be in front of people.
I would also say, too, is that if you want to get a photo with a celebrity or a signature from a celebrity, the Walk of Fame, you never have to wait too long, but you don't want to get caught and miss out on a panel. So if you want to get something signed, go early in the day, or when you have a good chunk of free time, because just in case in your queue to meet, let's say, Harry Potter heartthrob Tom Felton, looks a little bit like me. He might have a big queue of screaming fangirls.
Okay, and so the last question is, am I doomed to embarrass myself by getting super excited by everyone / everything I see? Yeah.
You are and you aren't, because, you may be doomed because you may not see everybody you want, because, like I said, sometimes it's difficult to get into certain things. But, you're going to enjoy yourself. It is a fun time. I've never heard of anyone going to Dragon Con and, being bummed out. It's I can't wait either. So if it's stupid for you to be excited, it's stupid for me to be excited.
Yeah. The only thing I can say there is just remember, if you are like myself and you're meeting somebody that you really admire and somebody you're really a fan of, limit yourself to about a sentence or two, because more than that, yes, you're going to embarrass the hell out of yourself.
Prepare.
Yeah, usually, I'm pretty good for saying, I love you, goodbye. They don't want to know like you named your cat after their character on Stargate, whatever. Just say hello, say you appreciate their work, and get the hell out.
Yeah, and if you meet Peter David, tell him we're sorry for JJ.
Thank you for that.
Enjoy yourself. It's a celebration.
And we'll see you there.